Only one kid in history had ever attempted what Benny was about to. And he got eaten. So we were worried. Real worried. Even when Benny brought out the secret weapon. Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
We can't let him do this, man.
Happy Hump Day. It is Wednesday. We hope you guys are having a good, fulfilling week.
It's also New Year, too.
How did I not even start off with that?
Yeah, we didn't even... Yeah,
Dang! Sorry, guys. Happy New Year. That is the more appropriate opening to this podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Dad on Happy New Year. You know, it never goes well when you celebrate Happy New Year with your father, you know? Flashback like 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago.
That was a while ago, huh?
Yeah, that was a cool minute ago.
Trying to jump out and say Happy New Year, you know? Came to it. But yeah, new year, new us, guys. We're going to have some changes with the podcast. Changes for the better, of course. Yeah, so we're going to try to do a little intro. We're going to try and get some backdrop stuff cracking off. But that's going to be in the works really, really soon.
Yes, it is.
But Blair, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good for the new year. Obviously, you know, new year, which means new expectations.
New goals.
New goals, right? But not even really just in your like cliche goals and things like that, but just, you know, things of like consistency and what you expect to see and, you know, kind of what you want from yourself, and to really accomplish this year. And obviously, you know, hopefully I set out to do that and to accomplish these things. But yeah, I mean, I'm good though. Outside of that.
Same here. But let's get into the episode then. Let's start off with a little sneaker news.
Okay.
One thing we saw a couple days ago that was shocking to me was that Jerry Lorenzo, as you guys know, the creator of Fear of God,
right,
clothing, shoes, all that, left Nike for Adidas.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to me.
That was shocking, just because he was killing it at Nike.
Well, also because Nike is just the biggest thing that you could really have and be under.
Yeah, and so it always has to be money-based or like...
Correct.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Or I was going to say creative freedom-based.
But
I feel like Nike lets you do what you want to do.
Nah, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I think Nike is as big as it gets. So in their mind, until you are like proven, and I'm not saying Jerry Lorenzo is not proven, but until you're like Tinker and on Tinker level, and you can show levels that you can reach in this shoe game, then, you know, you don't necessarily have that creative freedom. And if you're not like LeBron or Michael Jordan, you know, you're not going to have a lot of say so.
And I don't think LeBron is sitting there doing all the design elements.
No. But he can definitely say no, yes, no, yes, and get something passed through. I think that the difference is that at Adidas, because they're trying so hard to beat Nike, it's a lot of free range over there. It's a lot of creativity. They're gonna give you bigger checks, you know, and you're gonna be allowed to make moves over there and have a lot of say so.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, what do you think this is going to do for his shoes, though? So are they going to be super rare now, super hard to get?
Absolutely, because they'll basically, I'm not saying they're on the level of a Yeezy, because obviously I don't think it's close to the level of a Yeezy, but I do think that it's going to be like when the Red Octobers and all of that were back. Yeah, we're back at Nike, and you're never going to get a restock because they don't work with the man anymore. He's over at the Adidas house, so why would they go ahead and restock a shoe for the people?
Yeah, so Kanye was first with Nike as well, and then the first Yeezy he released is actually a Nike Yeezy. And yeah, those, I mean, I see on Sneaker Shopping and stuff, people trying to get those, and it's like, what, $2K? More than that?
Yeah, oh, way more than that.
Way more than $2K?
It'll be a slow incline. Like, obviously, it's going to take 4 or 5 years before they start to reach outrageous numbers and things like that,
Yeah.
But initially, it'll go up like $100 here, $100 there, but again, that adds up over time. I have looked, and a lot of his shoes already are kind of expensive as far as it goes right now. So it's crazy to think of how much worse it really is going to get. But then you also got to remember his retail price for a lot of the shoes were like $400, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and you guys have seen those Fear Gods, obviously.
Yeah, NBA players are wearing them and stuff in games. So
if you wanted them, get it now. Like,
yeah, I mean, you better bite the
Right?
bullet because there's no. This is literally peace of mind. So if it's like $600 right now, you just bite the bullet and pay $600 because it's not like you're gonna get a second shot at getting it. You know?
yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dang, do I just pull the trigger
Yeah.
and get mine?
Yeah.
Because I still want a pair. I want that yellow pair.
The yellow pair is dope. The all black pair is dope, and the all white pair is dope. But the all white and the all yellow, they're in the thousands, aren't they? Or are they like, or they're close
The
to
yellow,
it for sure.
the yellow is the most expensive, and of course, that's the one I want. But yeah, those are in the thousands, and then some of them you can get for like $600, $400.
Yeah, I seen
When you
the
start getting
black.
when you start getting the weird colors, it's like $400.
Yeah.
Those are more affordable.
Those are affordable, but then
that's not the
again,
one I
it's
want.
right. It's affordable for a reason.
Yeah.
I think the all black. The reason that's really only like $600 is because the shoe is all black. So all you really is neutralizing like the color combo and what you can really do with it. But I think the all black is nice because it's just easy, you know. But it's still hard to like look at that shoe and see it as like a shoe you can really hoop in, though. Even though athletes do it, it's just
it's
like
more
a straight boot.
Yeah, it's more of a lifestyle shoe to me. I don't think you need to be hooping in it.
Well, I mean, look at PJ.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, go get it then if you want it. It's still hard for me to pull the trigger at that price point.
Yeah, I mean,
to be honest, because they're hard, but it's like they ain't that hard. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's never that hard. It's never hard enough for me to give a reseller extra like $800 for a shoe.
But we'll see. I'm looking forward to see the collabs he's gonna do with Adidas, that 3-stripe life.
Because I mean, would you say that he's maxed out on his potential? You know what I mean? Would you look at all of his stuff, all the clothes, everything he's done?
Well, his clothes are pretty plain. So.
Well, no, I do like when he did like his. I don't remember what collection it was. It may have been like the first or third or fourth, like one of the early ones. But I like when he like basically went and did all the vintage baseball stuff, right? Like to me, that was cool. Obviously, me being a baseball fan, you know, I mean, that was something cool to see. All the other stuff, I mean, I personally, you know, could really do without. I mean, the track pants were kind of cool, but I mean, would you say that he's reached the peak in which he's ever, you know, can he get any higher? Can he go any further than he already has?
I'll say this: I don't think he'll make a shoe better than the Fear of God.
Right. So, so like when so Adidas, are they doing what a lot of, companies do, as far as like sports go, right? Like you sign, say LeBron, but he's like 40 years old and he's like 10 years past his prime. And you're basically signing him over to like bring this big name, but all you're doing is paying all of this money for previous years of where he was at his best, but you didn't get any of those, right?
Maybe. I'm gonna give him a little bit of a chance
because
I think that he'll never. You're not gonna strike lightning twice,
right?
Like he had lightning in a bottle with the Fear of God. I don't think he's gonna do anything that iconic again.
So Nike won with him because now it's like, is he really gonna go to Adidas?
The only thing that did better was the Yeezys.
Yeah, I know. So is he really gonna go to Adidas and think he's gonna do it all again? I mean, obviously it's him and he believes in himself, right? And he's like, of course, I'm gonna kill for the next 100 years, right? Yeah. Like I'm gonna have longevity, but it's just, man, when
I don't know. We'll have to
when
see.
you messing with creativity, you don't have many years of it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. That's an interesting question, though. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts. But just segueing here, let me hear anything you've missed out on recently. Because I know I tried to get a shoe. I tried to go for the Adapt BB, as you guys know.
Okay.
The Jordan 11 Adapt, automatic lacing shoe.
Okay.
I was actually really on time.
Okay.
And then I bailed out myself. So I didn't really take an L. Because I got scared. I was like, I'm going to win. Mm-hmm. Like I just had that feeling, and I didn't want exactly. I did not want to pay that $500, so I bailed out. But I had the weirdest feeling that I was going to get the shoe, and I was like, "Forget it, I'm not about to pay $500." Because then I started going into like, how am I going to rock this? Like, it's a self-lacing shoe, is big and clunky. Like, what you really going to be putting on with it? You know? So I was like, it's just going to sit there. I'm going to bring it on the podcast. Yeah, it's going to look cool, but then after I got a $500 shoe, that's I can't really rock. Yeah. Then flip it. I could have flipped it, but it's like.
Yeah. Nah.
So I just had a feeling I was gonna win, and I bailed on it at the last minute.
For me, I woke up that morning in time for the release. But what I did was I was looking at where the value of the shoe was, like on StockX and GOAT prior to the shoe dropping. and it was really close to being almost at retail. So in my mind, I was like, it's not worth me going after it.
And we kind of touched on that. We kind of predicted that it wasn't going to go.
Right.
Yeah.
But now here's the thing, though. I don't know where resale is at right now, because in my mind, like I said, I've told everyone I'm in retirement right now, right? So for me, the best way to be in retirement is to not really pay attention to shoes like that too much, because what ends up happening is I like scroll and I'm like, that's right, I did always want to get that, I want to get that, and then you end up making purchases that you don't really need to make. So when you do that, you just kind of got to decompress, stay away from everything, and that's what I've been doing. But I do think that it's still probably barely above retail. I think that's just mainly because the shoe was just too pricey to begin with, and it's not like, I mean, it's revolutionary, but again, you have the Air Max to really look at and be like, well, that was the first to really do it, and if it ain't an Air Max.
And then we also had a That BB Nike shoe.
We did.
Too. So we did the self-lacing thing. Just whether or not it was with, a Jordan 11 silhouette, it was still a self-lacing shoe. So it's like kind of like we've been there, done that already. So I think people are less impressed.
Yeah. But I mean, you never know though. It could shoot up in price.
Yeah, and then start.
It really only takes like a couple celebs or somebody like that, or some type of influencer to really hop on the shoe. Yeah. Exactly, and then it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's true too.
I remember there was one shoe, was the Jordan 1 Obsidian, and I forget it, but one of those like girls was wearing it in a TikTok video, and then after that it was a wrap. I remember obviously one sellout period, right?
Yeah.
But the resale is the determining factor, and I think at that time the Obsidians were probably only sitting at like 3 something, and then after that TikTok video it was at like 600.
Sheesh. Yeah. But TikTok is, making people famous on the regular. So
right. But I mean, it just goes to show it just takes one person to really be in that shoe, and
hit the little
everyone decides that is something they got to have. Because you got to wear those to complete the video, right?
Exactly. So anything you went after or bailed on or anything like that?
So I had bailed on those, and then I did go after both of the Sakai.
Yep.
The Blazers. I put them in the cart. I think I went for like a size 11. Then I went for like a 10, and then I went for like a 8.
Oh, you started going for sizes.
Well, yeah, because I told you I had the intent to sell. I had no intent to actually wear the sneaker. I do think the sneaker's tough. I just had no intent on wearing it. I went
for them too. And again, when I think I'm on the money and I think it's in the cart, like, I don't get how much faster you can click a button.
Yeah, it's just that
sneakers app. Let me know what's going on. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, but I think that's really what it is. It does the face scan for you, and then you just basically you sit there and you in limbo, and then you just hope that you hit, but then you.
Meanwhile, you think you're getting the shoe because you confirming payment, you confirming addresses.
Do. I know. Ain't that the worst though?
And I'm like, you don't need to know none of this. Like,
not if you ain't gonna send me the shoe.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like, I really thought I had those Nike Sakai's. It was 7, right on the dot. Click the button,
and didn't get it. Yeah,
it's like you're in line.
Yeah,
and I posted that to the Slate Lay store.
I saw that.
If you guys were tuned
in that morning,
you saw the journey in the L. So.
Yeah. The L came quick too, though, because I remember for me, I think by 7:05 both days, because it was like a Friday and then it was like a Monday or something like that. Both days it was like by 7:05 I already had the news, so I do appreciate that. I like just let me know right away. Don't have me sit here like waiting and stuff like that, because there's been times where I've sat and I've waited for shoes like 15, 20 minutes on Sneakers app, then got told no. I want to know right away if I got a shot or not.
Yeah, true.
But that was really the only ones I have honestly went after. I do have some on the watch list coming up of ones again that I plan to go after.
Yep. Same.
But I mean our intent is different.
Yeah. You brought up an interesting thing about getting different sizes. I might start doing that, like either going the half size or just checking out an 11 or something like that to see if I can just still rock it. I just need a second chance at these shoes. So I might start doing that. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Once the 10's out, I'm like, all right.
Yeah. See, I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't give up at that point. I'm like, if I'm already here and I'm up this early going for it, I might as well see if I can't get something.
I'm hot though. I don't know what's going on with the sneaker. I think it's a scam. Like,
well, yeah, I just think their app is all bad in general.
It's not user friendly. Like, let's get back in the lab with this app.
Yeah, but you got to realize too, you haven't gone on other apps. They're not as bad as other apps. Like Champs sucks, Foot Locker sucks. Like all of these, they suck because once 7 hits and everyone and their mom is up in the morning and on the app, their app is no longer functioning. And they basically tell you can't even get in. At least sneakers, like everyone can access it at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you just
broke the server on
exactly.
on chance.
So,
We're
so
shut
I
down.
mean,
yeah, that's true too. Well, let's get into what we were saying. We noticed like a little trend, right? It's what, Blazer season?
Blazer and Year of the Dunk.
And dunk season. Like, it's crazy. So they're doing a ton of these Nike Blazers. Honestly, I'm kind of liking a little bit some of these silhouettes or whatever. So it's the same silhouette, but some of these styles.
Yeah.
They're doing like cool things with the Nike. They're coming out in cool colors. And then, like you said, with the dunk, there was a nice little Chinese New Year dunk. Did you see that one?
I did.
That one looked hard.
It has the stars on it.
No, let me pull it up. It looked dope to me.
And they also have a build your own dunk now too. You can go on Nike.com.
Oh, I might do that.
Yeah, and you can change colorways around, but you can't change like the. Oh dang, I haven't seen this.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a dunk I would wear. We'll throw that up for you guys.
Yeah, that's definitely tough. I'm not gonna lie, that's tough.
Yeah.
But like with the build your own dunk, you can like change. I think the Nike check and things like that. But I don't think you can change the major base of it.
Right.
I can't remember what it is. That may be what it is, but for the most part, you can make little adjustments.
I'm into that.
So that's kind of cool because I'm like, well, what if you missed the dunk one? The Syracuse colorway, right? For example, like to me, to me, that's like the best dunk colorway they have of the lows, right? But for that, it's like $600, $700 to go after that shoe, right? But what if you can go on Nike.com and literally just make it?
Make your own, yeah. No, that's dope.
Then you got the same thing.
Yep, true. Can't nobody tell you different.
You can't tell me I don't got it, right?
So, but you brought up a good point, though. These are a lot of dunk lows they're releasing. A lot of it's focused on these new styles is a low. So but I prefer the low. If I'm gonna wear dunk,
I would prefer.
I might as well just get a Jordan 1 if I'm gonna wear a high.
Absolutely.
I would prefer the dunk low. But also what I like is the disrupt. I wasn't really feeling the dunk disrupt, but they dropped this one little.
Well, yeah,
pattern.
that's females only anyway.
Yeah, the disrupt is really women's sizes only.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
only
interesting.
For the ladies. Yep.
But that one's kind of hard.
Yeah, that's pretty clean.
I might have to go after that. It's this dunk disrupt that's kind of in a pink and red and light blue. It's got a little suede up there.
Yeah, that's
I'll throw
clean.
up a picture for you guys. I might have to go after that.
She's doing a thing with the sock too. That's really what's really giving it the like ice cream vibe.
These sneakerheads know how to put some stuff together now.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to the sneakerhead community. But yeah, so I might have to take a look at those. But the disrupts have been ugly to me. Like I didn't.
So you don't like none of them?
None of it until I saw that one. I was like, I can rock that. Okay. See, again, I mean, I say it every time. Colorway make the shoe. You give me a good colorway. I'm staying true to that.
Yeah, I mean, well, we still not the biggest, like we said, the biggest dunk people out there. But there are a couple that I've seen in recent moments now where I'm like, dang, I might could. Yeah. But yeah.
And to segue back to the Blazers, see, they're doing cool things like that, like the stitching of the Nike. I mean, that one's not the greatest, but I mean, it's unique.
That's pretty clean.
Like, I like what they're doing with these Blazers. They're these styles is pretty cool. They got that the Roswell Ray-Gun dunk or Blazer coming out too. So they got some cool stuff coming out with these Blazers.
They do.
And again, it's not a shoe that we're normally into. So if they're making us kind of look twice, that's
right. Then you can imagine what everyone else feels like. But again, this is still my thing, right? Like I like it. I don't know what they have set. They probably have it set from January all the way to December, where it's going to be a series of like dunks and things that are going to come out. Yeah. But in my mind, I'm like, look, give us honestly January to maybe April, and then that's it. Put out as many as you want. But do that, because then I don't want to see you flood and oversaturate the market with so many pairs of it. But I know that's what they do, because they did it with the Huaraches, And
it's also like a generic shoe, too.
Right. But the thing is that they realize what people kind of cling to, and they see that, and then they really like capitalize on it, and that's what they're doing right now, which is totally fine. It's not necessarily going to kill resale, right? Because like the dunks that everyone like everyone like really wants, and it's like so coveted. Like those are still gonna be tough to get. Those are gonna sell out instantly, and resale is still gonna be crazy, But then they're gonna have these ones that are like generic colorways, and then that's what you're gonna see everyone in the city walking around in, you know, because that's the one that everyone was going to be able to get their hands on. And when they have too many of those is when I begin to draw the line where I'm like, okay, like I'm walking everywhere and I see dunks. I don't need to see dunks everywhere I go.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true. But we'll see. Let's get into some releases.
Okay.
All right, we got a couple releases, a couple that I'm really excited about, but I don't know why I get excited because it's going to be an L.
Right, because it's not even like you got the Tom Sachs.
Yeah, we got to talk about that too. The first one is going to be the Jordan 5 Low Chinese New Year.
Oh, boy.
Hot take, these is better than the regular Jordan 5 High.
That's not a hot take. That's not true.
I'm feeling those. I'm feeling the low.
That's absolutely not true.
I might rock a low over, besides the alternate
That's
gray,
not.
I will rock the low. And I might just be a low fan because I'll be on the two lows as well. But, Blair, go ahead. Get to it.
It's always blasphemy that you're always saying stuff that it's just like, come on, that's not even like factual information outside of maybe a Jordan 11 low, maybe.
Ooh, I don't like those.
You know, like there's just not many lows now dunk low and things like that. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. But like, man, you talking about like some iconic shoes where you're like, oh, I want the low of that, and you're just like, huh? What are you talking about? So I just think that, I mean, yes, it's cool, it looks fine, but as far as the 5 goes, the 5 is just the okay shoe in general, right?
True.
So in my mind, I'm like, just give me the high top, give me a couple of the classic colorways of that Jordan 5 High, and I'm good. You know, no need to revamp it up and bring out the lows and do these crazy. No.
Yeah.
No, the 5s are dead. But I do think that those are clean. Like, I do kind of like the off-white, creamy look to it.
Yeah,
but,
look like almost dingy kind of looking. It's interesting.
Yeah. But it's still a no for me.
I might go after them. They're dropping on the 23rd
Bet you they sit, though.
of this month. You know what? I'm not even going to say that because we're going to be like, oh, it's going to sit and then watch it sell out immediately. So I ain't even going to get into all that.
I bet you they sit, though.
It's dropping on the 23rd. We don't have a price yet, but I would say maybe 200 would be my max.
I'd say like 170.
Yeah, that like if it goes above 2, don't buy it. Like, right?
Yeah,
like,
they robbing you if it goes above 2.
If it goes to 2, it's bad. But
yeah.
I'm gonna give them a pass. Is what I'm saying.
Because you got to realize, because then to put it in perspective, because again, I think it's only gonna be like 160, 170. But to put it in perspective, the Jordan 5 high top that says Nike Air on the back is like 220. Okay. So you mean to tell me to cut the shoe in half, right? And probably stick the Jumpman logo on the back? You gonna take $20 off and charge me $2? Nah.
Yeah. So we'll keep you guys posted on price, but as of right now, 23rd, so be on the lookout for those if you want them. The retro Air Jordan 1 Volt.
Yeah, them's tough.
I'm interested in this one. I saw this one a long time ago, and I was like, when is it gonna release? I saw this
Well, yeah, because that was
ago.
like the plug. Remember, I was sending you stuff so that was way back when I was.
So we could have got it with the plug.
Yeah.
I might have to hit them up for these because these are tough. I like these.
Yeah, they clean.
The fact that it's just got the 2 little hits of color. I don't know, something about that I really like.
The Volt is really what's doing it.
Yeah, the
really
gold on top and then that kind of Jordan, the gold on the toward the outsole.
Yeah, do not expect to have a real shot at these. I feel like you're gonna get up, you're gonna get on your phone, you're gonna add it to the cart, do the face scan, do the whole thing, and then you're just gonna get told it's sold out.
Yep. It's something that everyone's gonna be going after.
Yeah, like look at them. They tough.
It's dropping January 9th. Mm-hmm. And that's
on a
coming
few
up.
days. Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna try. Like I said,
The 9th is like real close. When is that?
Yeah, the 9th is probably in like 3 days. I want to say
4 days. Yeah. 4. So go ahead and get those, but you're not gonna get them. It's gonna be a massive L, a worldwide L.
Yeah, you gotta lower your expectations. You know what I mean? So it's like for me, I'm like, look, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna try to get them. I'm gonna try to sell them, whatever, right? But
you really keep these?
Nah, I'm probably not gonna keep. I think they fire. Trust me, I think they fire. I would totally wear them. I just, I wanna see if I can't get some money for these. But again, like, I think if you just get up. And you have the expectation of, look, man, if I get them, cool. If I don't, cool. Then you'll be okay. You can't be too upset.
Yeah.
So then when you do get them, you know, you're like, you thrilled. Because I really don't think anyone's got a shot at these.
Yeah, neither do I. We're not getting those.
But you would get them and rock them, huh?
Yeah, so it hurts me a little bit to find out that you're not even going to be trying to rock these.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
The times is hard. So, yeah, got to.
Times is tough. But, man, those is tough. I'm going to try to get those. It's on the 9th. It's coming up.
At 7 in the morning if you on the West Coast.
7 a.m. And it is on sneakers.
Yep.
Which means
but it's on sneakers,
which means
but
nothing.
which is nothing, right? Which does not help you at all,
Look,
right?
I already got the reminder set.
Yeah, I do too. Everyone got their reminder set, but the thing is that and you can go to other sites, but it's not going to be worth it, right? You can go to Dick's Sporting Goods, give it up, it ain't happening. You can go to Champs, give it up, it's not happening. You can go to Foot Action, Foot Locker, give it up, it's not happening.
Yeah, those is tough. What price they're dropping for? Just to go
probably like
170.
Yeah.
Wow, let's slate rate that real quick because that's pretty affordable. Blair,
Yeah.
1 to 5 affordability.
3.
3, yeah, that's pretty good. And then 1 to 5 style.
Man, they tough. I'm gonna say 4.
7 out of 10. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
yes,
that's good for me. Absolutely.
Affordability, I'm gonna go 4.
Okay.
With that 170, shoot.
Yeah.
And then style 4 as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not quite a 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need a little more materials.
5 is legendary.
Yeah.
5 is the Jordan 1, like the actual, like the band 1, or like, you know, the Chicago colorway 1. That is what is 5.
Yeah.
You know.
So 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. The OG Volt's doing pretty well, guys. So definitely go after this shoe or don't because we want it.
Yeah.
The one thing I want to talk to you about and get your opinion on was this Lahar Low for the women.
I personally like them.
They're hard though, huh?
I personally like them, but I know a lot of people that do not like this shoe.
Really?
Yes.
Because I was going to say, I've never seen them before, honestly, before they popped up on the sneakers app.
Well, you already know that this is something I put on my feet. This is
It has that vintage feel.
It has a vintage feel to it. It has like, just like all the other hiking Nike boots and stuff I got. I would definitely rock those. I think I prefer the all black.
That's what I was going to ask.
Just
like,
me personally.
Notice how I don't have the black marked to remind me because I'm only interested in that wheat one.
Dang.
I just want the wheat.
Okay.
That's
I don't think they're going to sell out, though, to be real with you.
Blair.
To be real with you, look, all of my Nike ACG shoes, they don't sell out.
Okay, well, we'll see. But yeah, I like that upper with the brown suede. That looks dope. It is dropping tomorrow. So if everyone could say a quick prayer for me that I can get these because I want these bad.
But again, it's women's only, so it don't matter for me.
Women's only. I might size up then. We'll see. But yeah, they look dope. I don't know.
Have you seen any on feet yet? Because that's key too.
I haven't, but they look a little bulky, so that's kind of concerning to me. But again, I haven't seen them on feet. This was my first time seeing the shoe, and I was like, dang, this thing is dope. But it's a classic shoe, they were saying, so I feel like they've put out a version of this before. Nike has.
Dang. So it's back from '89.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So they have done a version of it, but yeah,
it was like an upper boot, like so it's kind of higher. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of curious because I don't really know.
I would prefer that to go a little higher, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know too much about it, so I'm gonna have to look up the high top boot. But I do remember seeing it coming up in the news, and I was like,
Yeah, but the Lahar Low is pretty tough. And it's unique. That's
and
what I like.
people don't
about
like it, so that's even better.
Why aren't they liking it? What are they saying?
It just doesn't look that good.
Okay, well keep that same energy.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm
Keep
saying.
that
So everyone
same
that
energy.
wakes up at 7 in the morning and is on their app, don't go after these because remember they don't look good.
Yeah, they don't look good.
Yeah, to me personally though, I mean, I think it's dope, but I don't know if it's quite on par with the Jordan 1 Volt. I mean, I think it.
Yeah, my take on that is that these are more unique than the Jordan 1 Volt.
It is,
and
is.
I'll lean toward a more unique shoe than a classic shoe that you see everywhere. Even though you don't see the Volt everywhere, you see Jordan 1s everywhere. So I would lean towards something weirder like this.
I feel you.
And just get it, yeah.
Look, you already know that's the type of shoe that I'll have on my foot more times than not, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm more likely to wear that shoe 7 days a week than me wearing like a Jordan 11 7 days a week.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Jordan 1s or Jordan 11s that I have that I haven't even worn yet, right?
Yeah.
But these ACGs have gone with me everywhere.
Right. So you had it at 7.5.
Yeah, so I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 total. But obviously, I mean, it really is in that 7.5 to 8.5 range for me.
Yeah.
I think they tough, and I would.
You would still get the black though, huh?
I would rock that brown too, though.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If I can see a couple on feet, like man, that would change it though.
Yeah. I'm going affordability. It's a 4. Dare I go 4.5? Yeah, I'm gonna go 4.5 because it's pretty affordable with 130. Like
Yeah.
And then style, again, I don't want to give it a 5 because I feel like if it was slightly higher or mid-top, it would be way harder. There's still little things where I'm liking it because it's kind of weird. It's kind of off the beaten path.
It is.
That's why I like it, but it's not quite a 5, but I am going to go 4. So I got it at an 8.5 out of 10. That's about
That's
right
fair.
where it is.
Yeah, I think that's right. It's right in that range. I do expect to see that on a lot of ladies' feet coming up,
Guys.
Because it's going to be, I don't know how many guys I'm going to see it on, just because of the size, and I don't know how it's really going to work.
Yeah.
But I do expect to see it on a lot of ladies' feet, especially with it still being winter right now. And then that is also, believe it or not, going to be a nice spring shoe.
Yep. These releases are doing really well on the slate rate. And I honestly credit that to the pricing. The shoes look good, and that's never really what kills it. It's always that price.
Yep.
So I don't know. Is Nike kind of giving us good price points right now? What's going on?
They kind of are, but I mean, ACG has always kind of been that, where they're like, they want it to be that shoe that you beat up, so they're not going to sit here, right? You can't spend $300 on a boot that you're gonna wear to go hiking.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair. That doesn't make
muddy,
sense.
yeah.
Right. You're gonna beat the shoe up, so why am I gonna spend $400? Like I don't get it.
Now me, am I gonna hike in them? No. Gonna be on the valley streets with
Yeah, no.
But it's dope. Moving on, let's get into this Yeezy again. The Yeezy
boy,
Boost.
here we go.
700.
Without further
It is
ado,
the sail colorway. Right? Is that what it's called? No, it's not
no,
sail.
it's like sun or something.
Sun. There we go. Sun. I knew something with S. The sun colorway. We talked about this extensively. It's something I gotta get. Colorways make the shoe. This is the hardest colorway I've seen on the. Well, they've only done one of the Wave Runners, right?
They've done one Wave Runner, but they've done the OG Wave Runner, but then they've put out a series of colorways. They've got the mauve.
Right.
The inertia. So they've got a few of them out, but this is like
the sun takes the cake.
This is the one that really just has the most pop to it. Just like, man,
it's hard. I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to make like a bold statement, but this thing is hard. Like it's one of the I'll say it's one of the hardest color combos I've ever seen on a shoe. Not ever. Okay, we won't go ever, but it's up there. It's top 5, top 3.
Top 3 what?
Color combinations, like colorways. With that yellow, orange, what do you think?
Look, I think the shoe is cool.
We put it together on this
I
one.
have Yeezy 700, so I have no problem with this shoe.
Yep.
I would have no problem rocking this shoe. But I mean, you're just going to such great lengths where I'm just like, what do you mean? The OG is fine. The mauve and the inertia is fine. There's nothing wrong with them.
This takes the cake.
I think, and I love the orange part of it, but then when you and I love yellow. Trust me, I have a lot of yellow shoes, but then it just feels weird with the yellow and the orange. Don't get me wrong, I would go after this shoe, I would buy this shoe, and I would wear this shoe. But for some reason, when they just kind
of don't like it like that. To me, it fits perfect. But what they did do that we greatly appreciate is adjust the price.
Yes, they did.
So they went from the original $300 to $200.
$240, I believe.
Oh, it's gonna. Well, they're saying it's gonna be within the 220.
Okay, so they may even drop it again.
The 200 to 250 range is
so
where
they may
going
drop it again.
So it may go lower, and I really respect Yeezy or Kanye West for that.
So, because at this point, right, like,
he's
already worth $1 billion, right? Adidas is already gunning for that number 1 spot. Imagine now all you do is just make the shoes a little more affordable. All you're going to do is get more and more people buying in, right? All it's going to do is now have mothers at the house going, dang, well, maybe I actually can afford this shoe now, right? it's already oversaturated in the sense of that's what they wanted, right? They want people to get this sneaker and be able to wear this sneaker, right? Yep. They don't want people spending $900 to buy it off the guy that lives next door,
right?
You know, because that's not even their money. They're not making that money, that extra $600, right? So now if they can kind of drop it down and kill the resale game, and then now you always go to Adidas to get this shoe, you got something.
Yeah. So I greatly appreciate them dropping that price, man. It's not something I expected. I expected to come out of pocket
I didn't
crazy.
either. Yeah.
I expected to drop that $300 right away, and I was gonna do it for this shoe because it is 1,000% worth it. But if they go within that $200 to $250, it's gonna be harder to get. But I mean, now we save a couple bucks.
It depends. What if they have like 500 to $1 million pairs?
Yeah, that's true. I'm just scared, and I need it though.
Have you seen any on feet? I want to see if Ye got any on feet, because that, I mean,
that makes it too. Yeah. But also, Blair, you got to show me the sites to get these Yeezys, because I'm not up on the Yeezy sites.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you got to enter these raffles. These raffles will save your life sometimes.
Unfortunately, I'll have to do that. But this shoe is worth it. Like, no shoe has made me want to sign up for a raffle yet. Yeah. This is making me want to get involved in that raffle game. So I'm gonna be hitting up Blair for some
that's what I'm here for.
For some information. But So let's slate rate it real quick before we move on. Based on the $200 to $250 price, 1 to 5 affordability.
That's still a 2 for me as far as affordability goes. You know. But as far as the style, I mean, what did I give the 700 in general? I probably gave it a 4.
You gave it a 4, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still a 4.
4. So, and then you said 2, 6.5.
Okay. I'll give it
That's fair.
I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's
we
fair.
just talked about how Nike was saving the slate rate with the price.
Adidas is trying to do so as well.
Yeah.
But I do think that this colorway is slightly worse. Not bad. Slightly worse than the actual OG one.
The OG one is nice. The colors on that are really good. Like, I would have to consider picking up a pair of the waivers, the OGs, because those are dope. That colorway is fire.
They're not pricey anymore either because of they've put out so many pairs.
But this one is just unbelievable.
I need to see it on foot, and I mean, if I see it on foot, then I'll go ahead and I'll change my view and stuff like that. But that's what I really need to see. That does everything right there.
For me, 1 to 5 affordability, I got it at 3, $200 to $250, not that $300 price. And then style, it's a 5.
Dang.
Which is insane.
Well, you have to give it a 5 because you said it's top 5, top 3. So if it's top 5, top 3, it's got to be a 5.
So that's an 8.
Yeah.
8 out of 10. And it feels like 8 out of 10. It feels like something I'm going for. So, hey, don't go get them because I want them.
Yeah, well, I mean, people going to go after them. Yeah. I know a lot of people. I know at least a couple more people out beside you where they've told me, like, oh, I don't really like Yeezys. I don't really rock Yeezys. I definitely don't wear 700s. And they seen this colorway, and they felt a whole different way about it, which is crazy to me because I'm like, what is it about this one, right? Like, I'm like, I've been on the train, right? Like Yeezy, Yeezy been dope, but I don't know. I don't know why it's this. And that's where it kind of sucks
to be someone like Blair who's been on it, and now everybody's coming to the party late. You just sitting there like, I told y'all, dummies.
I've literally gone after pretty much almost every Yeezy that's gone out, right? But literally since day one. So I've gone after the Turtle Dove, right? Like since the Turtle Dove, I've gone after every Yeezy. So it's not like I came in last year and was like, oh, I love this shoe. Let me start. Nah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like all of them. And I didn't go after the Nike ones because I personally just didn't like them. But that's just how I feel about it. Obviously, some people like the Nike ones better, but.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, those things were ugly. I didn't like the back on those. But yeah, there's no. I didn't get the release date yet. Did you? I didn't see a release date.
No, I don't think so.
It is coming up though.
Yeah, it is. It is shortly though.
So we'll keep you guys posted on that. Before we wrap, we have to touch on this. You said the magic words, Tom Sachs.
Thomas
Sachs.
Sachs fifth.
He recently said, there's been, so going back to kind of the news aspect of the shoes, there have been wear testing. So they're sending out these Tom Sachs for people to wear and beat up. And then do we have to return the shoe? Like, how exactly is this wear test?
I don't actually know how it really is working.
If we have to return it, A, you're not getting it back. B, if you're sending it to me to wear test, I'm not even gonna beat them up like that. Like, I'm be like, yeah, they passed, and they're gonna be looking fresh.
Well, A, you seen the comment section, right? Where people were like doing the sick emoji, like gross, right? Like they couldn't believe people were out here running around jumping in mud to rock the sneaker, you know. But Tom is basically trying to say, like, you're supposed to get these shoes and you're supposed to wear them doing anything and everything. But look, Tom, you can't tell us how and what to do with the sneaker. If we want to rock them like sneakerheads and don't step pristine in grass and only want to walk on cement in it, that's how it's going to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? The shoe is hard enough to get. You've already made it so exclusive that everyone is going to charge $5,000 for this sneaker, right? Like, if you really want to prove, like, it's all about, like, you know, you wear them and beat them up.
To make them 130, like
put out 1 million pair. And make it for 130.
Yep. Do the same thing that ACG does. Do ACG. Get on. You in Nike. Go talk to the ACG department.
Then that's what you need to do if you want it to be like that, right?
Go across the hall, see what they doing with the mountaineering.
Knock on the door, you know, and then handle it like that. But I think that I don't really know what he was truly trying to do with it. I thought that you had to have had the sneaker, right? Like, I thought like people were then wearing their actual, like, Tom Sachs, the first pair, and were showing, this is what I'll do when I get it.
Never.
This is what I'll do. Right. And I think that's why some people were kind of like, yo, what are you doing? Yeah. But
it just angered a lot of people.
It definitely triggered some people. And so for me, I was like, that's dumb, right? I'm not going to go sit here and make a video on why I deserve to purchase the shoe. I'm not doing that.
Because I have the money.
Because I got the funds to get it. Now let me buy it and call it a day. But, you know, I mean, whatever. Shout out to him for trying to be creative and do different things, you know, but it's just too bad because also the second version is not even close to as good as the first version.
Exactly. No, he's acting like this thing is an athletic shoe.
Yeah.
It's a leisure wear shoe.
He just added mud guards and things like that to it, and that was like really it.
And and like the toe cap, all that crap. But you acting like it's a performance shoe. Yeah. Why am I gonna run a 400 mile in it like when it's not made to do that? There's no ankle support on that.
Is there even a comfort level to it to be able to do that?
And they're flat, and the material is like real thin. Yeah. On the upper. Like, relax, Tom. Yeah. And just give us the shoe to hold and to keep on ice like we're going to do anyway.
And it's unfortunate because 365 days have gone by. We've done this show for at least a year now, right? Yeah. So even shout out to us for doing that, you know. But all year long, Tom Sachs. We gotta have it, right? And then it comes down to it, and this is the fulfillment we're supposed to get, right? Like this whole build up was supposed to be because here we are unboxing the shoe.
Yeah, and mind you, he was already tapping out when he saw the new kind of.
Yeah, I was tapping out because it didn't even really look like heat to me. Yeah. And then now you trying to make it less heat by just like. It's extremely disappointing.
I'm gonna follow this story though because I want to see what the point of this is, where he's really going with this, and why we're beating it up. Like, and then do we get it for free? Like, what's going on?
No, I doubt we getting it for free.
So we gotta buy it.
You gotta do all that just to have the shot at purchasing the shoe. Yeah.
Because if I get it, I'm not gonna beat it up.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
So we'll keep more on the story. It's interesting.
And the thing is that, like, for Tom, like, he's like, well, I choose to beat it up, Tom. You can have 200 pairs of the Tom Sachs if you want it, right? All you got to do is get on the phone and be like, send me another pair. So, of course, you can have that mindset like, yeah, I'm going to wear it here in the rain. Then I'm going to jump in the mud and do this. Then I'm going to wear them to work and because I'm a UPS man. Like, nah, like, of course, you have those options.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, duh, I would do the same thing, too.
Yep. That'd be my shoe of choice. That'd be my slipper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So he basically, the gist of it is he put out ads for people to come get the shoe to wear test and beat up to just test he's trying to show off how much technology he put into the shoe, which can't be a lot because the thing is flimsy. You can literally ring it up.
Yeah. You can,
because the upper is it's nothing.
Yeah,
so
it's
relax.
not much of an upper to it.
But yeah, he's trying to show off the durability and trying to say, hey, get these to beat up. But I don't know what the gimmick is. Are they like discounted if you sign up for this program? Like, do you have to send them back? Because usually when you wear tests, like when people get shoes to review, they do have to send the shoe back. So I don't know.
I mean, and there was like a lot of things. I mean, you
I
had
don't know
to.
the point. What's the point?
You had to, but imagine, right? Like, I think he only gave you like a week, but then you had to get your video together. You had to figure out what you were gonna do. You had to sit down and edit it. You had to do all of these things just to get it to him for him to potentially decide. You may not even get chosen. You may not even get picked. I saw one of his videos. He like kind of designed shoes, so he like slit the shoe in half. He ripped off the bottom like of his actual Tom Sachs. I was like, whoa, like
calm down, dude.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm not
do
doing that.
Yeah, so I don't know what this is, but it just like kind of pissed me off because now you're just toying with us. Like you're toying with consumers and trying to.
Yeah, imagine that dude did that and doesn't get picked.
Yeah, like come on now. That's it. Now you
got a pair of torn up
crumpled, a crumpled Tom Sachs
to not get another
slap
pair.
Somebody.
Yeah.
I'll be hot.
I'm a meeting Tom in New York like, yo, what's up? I ripped these shoes apart and you didn't pick me? Nah.
Tom gonna see me about this.
Yeah, we gonna see about it, Tom.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but me and Blair are fans of the shoe. Maybe Blair not so much anymore, seeing the new design.
Not
but
of the 2.0, but of the 1.
It's something we talked about, and we really want to get our hands on this shoe, so I don't know, that news was a little bit disappointing. Mm-hmm. But let's close it up here. Anything you gotta say before we wrap besides Tom? Come on now.
Tom, we gotta do better.
Yeah, we gotta do better as a unit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I'm ready for the year.
Yep.
And to jump on some of these sneakers and see what we can't do.
Yep.
All-Star Weekend, you know, there's a couple coming up. I got to debate if, you know, that's when I end retirement or if I continue to sit in retirement, you know. But yeah, I mean, let's get it going.
Yep. We are definitely looking forward to this new year. Continue to ride this wave with us. It is the Slate Lace Gang. Follow us on Instagram @Slate Lace. We are signing out. Later.